start us off and then we'll take questions.
Sure. Obviously, I knew coming in Arizona had a heck of a team, and seeing them up close in person, doesn't change my opinion of them. And I think, as I just talked to Coach Lloyd out in the hallway here, when Larson makes threes, it changes what you can do defensively, because Balo is such a load inside, and it's hard to keep help in the paint around him. But I thought we also had some self-inflicted things. The back half of the first half, didn't finish in the paint like we needed to, which helped them get in transition. Had a couple key turnovers that contributed to that avalanche offensively, and like I said, the snowball happened, kept getting bigger and bigger, and it was hard for us to get that under control. So, we'll learn a lot from this as we go through the tape. I didn't think we were as good defensively, not near as good as we had been, but that's in large part contributed to Arizona of how they attacked us and how they got us spread out at times. But learn from it, grow from it, and get ready for the next one. Questions, Jeff?
You mentioned the shots in the paint. It appeared that early on, at least, that both Tyler and Steven had problems with their length. Do you anticipate that might be about how big they are?
Yeah, I mean, Balo's bigger in person than he looks on film. I mean, I kind of been told that coming in. And Johnson was really, I thought, a key last year for San Diego State's run to the Final Four, what he does defensively, and for them to add him here and help solidify their front line. And he does. I mean, he's physical, he's big, he's obviously a good athlete. So I thought we got rushed at times. Thought we could have kicked it out at times. But then, like I said, that's a credit to them, to how physical, and in addition to how big they are. And Krivas too. I have to mention him because he's going to be a heck of a player. And they get bigger when he comes in. Yeah.
Is this less self-inflicted than previously?
I'll have to go through the tape, Mike, and really, I thought there were a lot of mistakes we made. We didn't keep the ball in front of us. We let rim runners get behind us in lobs that, we had jammed up a lot of that stuff earlier in the past couple of weeks. So how did we get to that position? Them making threes like they did in the first half, obviously, it plays with your mind a little bit in terms of how extended you didn't want to get initially, and now you have to go play a Larson on the perimeter. And obviously we knew Boswell shot it well, and Love is streaky at times, but it just changes what you can do and how much you can compact the paint. And I think that them making threes changed maybe our mental approach a little bit and then we made mistakes when the ball was put on the floor. But I'll learn more once I go through the tape and see really where, what the breakdowns were specifically.
Greg, offensively, felt like you guys were comfortable going possession for possession with them first 10 minutes, and then, kind of the avalanche, the 23-2 run started. What you see as far
That's
as
what it was, 23-2?
Yeah, 23-2.
It felt like 50-2, but I think that was one of the things I mentioned about not setting our defense, whether you have a turnover. I thought we took too many mid-range jump shots. We took the bait of them backing off ball screens and playing in the drop coverage. And I thought we gave into that. I thought we were better in the second half for the most part, not completely. But when you don't finish in the paint, you're not at the free throw line, it makes it hard to set your defense. And then if you have an inopportune turnover at the wrong time, that contributes to the avalanche effect. And even though we didn't turn the ball over that much, it's still, the ones we did in the first half led to runouts. And like I said, when they got momentum going, then they're really good. They got good players, and they take advantage of mistakes that are made.
You look at this game back at the Kohl Center, what are these home and homes with these types of attitudes?
Yeah, I think it's great for college basketball. I'm old school in terms of, I know there's so many games that are neutral sites. We played in a baseball field last year. We're playing in a hockey arena next year in San Jose against Stanford. But ships, we play everywhere but Mars or the moon. To do these true home and homes, I think it's old school, which is good. I think it's great for college basketball. It's great for Arizona's campus today. It'll be great for our campus and next year when that happens. But regardless, you want to play really good teams, and we've got a good team. Tommy's got a really good team. Hopefully through the next 3-4 months, we can get to a point where we can be at their level, and who knows, maybe we meet each other again down the road. But I think it's just great for, college basketball, and I think credit to Tommy. I ran into him. This all kind of started 2 years ago at a Final Four. We were talking. We were at an award show. I was with Johnny Davis, one of my former players, and said, "Hey, would you ever want to play a home and home?" And he said, "Yeah, my fans want you guys to come in because they remember some years." But credit to him and obviously, I guess obviously us too, because there are a lot of coaches and programs that won't do this. They won't stick their neck out and go play these type of games on an away court. And like I said, we'll learn a lot from it, even though it was they took it to us quite a bit, but it'll help us as we go forward this year.
You've already played a couple of great teams so far. Where are these guys not so much ranked, but can you compare those teams you played well against?
Yeah, they're all different. Virginia is different than Marquette and Michigan State. Marquette's not as big, but open the floor and play faster. So they're all a little different. And I think the unique thing about Arizona, they can play fast and they're big. So obviously, this isn't rocket science. The eye test, it matches the eye test. They're big. They can play in the half court. They can get out and run. They guard really well. They got some depth, I think, and depth is developing as those younger guys get better. So yeah, that's what makes them. They're pretty complete. There's not a lot of holes there.
My friend alluded to Arizona players who were just in here. Obviously, we're not part of those groups. It was clear that they took this matchup personally. I mean, did you prepare for that to be the case?
Has nothing to do. My guys were like 9 years old when that was going on. Like they were still taking recess and milk breaks. So no, it really doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, that had nothing to do with. It wouldn't matter. 14 and 15 had nothing to do with this game. They were better than us today. Had nothing to do with 2000 or what year we lose to in Philly, 2006, 7, somewhere in there. They smacked us pretty good out there. No, it had nothing to do. They're better than us right now. December 9th, they're better than us. This wasn't. We've got. If we want to be at that level, at the top of the mountain, we got work to do.
Let's go one more, Evan.
What did you just sense from the team in the post game group that might have its confidence shaken after they see the gap between them and
They know we have to play better. I mean, and that there's a lot of technical things that I just talked about defensively. I don't think there's confidence shaken. I think it's disappointing that we didn't play better. And that's a tip of the cap to Arizona. They made us do some things that were uncharacteristic and get out of context. And when that happens against really good teams, you get yourself behind the 8 ball.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet. Thanks.